2 years ago, in February 2005, Bill Gates said that we need to change our schools, that high schools are now obsolete, that we need rigor, relevance, and relationships. As a taxpayer, I'm thrilled that there's a discussion about how to improve schools. In some schools, half of the students don't graduate. In many areas, celebrities go on TV saying, "Stay in school," because I guess school's so boring. On NPR in April 2005, I heard about a school in Rhode Island where students don't take tests, not the written kind. That's not how they pass. They have to give exhibitions. They have to go out and find a mentor, learn from the mentor, and then bring back an exhibition or a discussion of what they learned. That is how they get tested. This turns out to be the place where Gates got the new 3 R's formula. Gates believes in small schools, so does Dennis Littke, the founder of the 3R principle. The idea is that the principal knows every student. So why do we still have big schools? Is it because they decided that there was a certain size of cafeteria and how many seatings can you get and how many, you don't want to have lots of little cafeterias and lots of little schools, so let's make one big cafeteria. The other objection to small schools that I've heard is that, oh my, now we're going to get more administration. Instead of one principal for 2,000 students, we now have to have 8 principals for 250 students each. In other words, one principal for 250 students means 7 extra principals. Now, this is a budget buster, isn't it? However, there are no security officers at my middle school because we have fewer than 200 students. As a taxpayer, I'm addressing this message to parents. Find a small school. You have the power, more than I, more than the governor, more than members of the school board, on how public monies will be spent in the coming year. If your child is currently in a public school, you can move your child into a charter school. Public money follows the student. It's magic. You put your child in a small school where Gates says,
the 3 R's are almost always easier to promote in smaller high schools. The smaller size gives teachers and staff the opportunity to create an environment where students achieve at a higher level and rarely fall through the cracks. Students in smaller schools are more motivated. They have higher attendance rates, they feel safer, and they graduate and attend college in higher numbers.
Students agree.
The small schools, they usually have a lot more discipline.
Oh, more discipline.
Yeah, because usually when you have fights breaking out at the big schools, usually you'd have to have big security guards coming in. And you don't really want that.
I thought there was going to be like more peer pressure, like, I don't know, I thought I was going to be stressed out more. But as I got to the school, it changed. It was like a different environment. It's not like regular schools.
And the 3rd R is relationships, making sure kids have a number of adults who know them, look out for them, and push them to achieve.
Findasmallschool.com. You get something better for your child, and you help shape how U.S. schools will look in the future. You'll pull schools out of the 20th century and pull them into the new millennium. Find a small school. Thank you. And if you'd like to get your school on the Find a Small Schools network, we have something called Superior Small Schools. We can put your school on that list. Send your email or email me at steveenglishteacher@yahoo.com. Thank you for your interest.